That's how quick I can set up a stream. So we're streaming. All right, so we have a gold setup. One more time on the gold setup, one contract. And we're triggering the breakout. Good thing I checked. 829.59. Nobody noticed I had a 929. It wouldn't have triggered. 829.59. It's an 830 event. 65 on the bracket. And we've got one position with a 65 target, a 65 stop. If the market moves 35 ticks in our favor, we'll move the stop to plus 28. And it's labeled breakout GC trading in our prop account. And we have a euro breakout and a reverse continue on both of those. The euro is 829.58 on the trigger, 15 on the bracket, 10 and 30 on the targets, 25 on the stop. And BE minus 4 if it hits the first target, target 1 stop move. That's our euro setup. Choose the account that you're trading on and label it breakout euro. Turn it on. So we do have a euro trade ready to go as well. It is an important
In 5 minutes' time, we have US non-farm payrolls forecast
important
65K
report,
to minus
obviously.
50K with a range of 165K to minus
68.
10K. US unemployment rate forecast 4.4%, unchanged from the prior,
The
with a range of
unemployment rate is
4.5% to
expected to be
4.4%. US average
4.4.
earnings year on year forecast 3.7%,
Obviously, if the unemployment
prior
rate goes up,
3.8%,
that's
with a
not
range
good
of
news.
3.8% to 3.5%. US private payrolls forecast 68K, prior 67K. NFP benchmark revisions forecast minus 825K. Canadian building permits month on month forecast 5%, prior minus 13.1%. US average workweek
What's
hours
everybody out
forecast
there trading? Is
34.4,
anybody trading?
unchanged from the
Now, you
prior.
don't have to
US
trade
average earnings month on month
reports that is
forecast
this risky, right?
0.3%,
You don't have
unchanged
to
from the prior.
trade
US manufacturing
super
PMI
risky
forecast
reports.
minus 7K, prior minus 8K.
This is extra
US real estate
risky because
participation
it's
forecast 62.4%,
delayed,
unchanged from the
right?
prior. US government payrolls prior 13K.
Anytime reports are delayed, it creates extra risk. It's not on the same day.
So the NFP benchmark revisions, we have a range of minus 320K to minus
Now, this is a report
1.1K.
where any instrument can move. Every instrument can move.
Excuse me, minus
And
1,100K.
people are trading lots of different setups. We've got RTY and ES, we've got MNQ and MYM, we've got micro golds. So it's always fascinating to see all the different setups that people like to use. Did everybody remember to put your charts back to the proper trading time after the WASD report so that your VWAP and all your, in other words, use instrument settings should be back on your charts. Did everybody remember to do that? One minute, a little more than a minute to go, everyone. I'd say gold is probably the riskiest of the risky.
1 minute remaining. We'll leave with US non-farm payrolls.
Thirty seconds or so.
Ten seconds.
All right, the brackets will be coming shortly.
Order submitted. Order filled.
All right, gold was perfect. The euro was
130K,
perfect.
130K,
I'm
465K,
guessing we have a
US dollar
breakout for all
4.8%,
on our
gold 4%,
hands.
loan forecast
Gorgeous,
4.8%,
gorgeous gold trade.
average earnings over
I'm
the year,
thinking
spot 3%,
everything broke out.
as expected.
Very good news.
172K,
They have manipulated these
final
orders.
close
This
6
news, it's such a
Canadian dollar
lie.
permits month on month,
What a
6.8%,
lie
gold
this
spot
news
8%,
is, in
final
my
forecast
opinion.
5%.
But do we
US
care?
dollars,
No, you could have had a 200 tick target on gold.
non-farm payrolls prior revised
Could have had a
6.8%,
200 tick
average
target on
172K.
gold.
Canadian bills permits month on month, 6.8%,
Let's get
expected, final
reports
forecast
in a
8%.
minute. Everybody who traded, that was an awesome
NFP
trade.
benchmark revisions minus
Awesome trade.
822K,
Nice
prior
profit on the
800K,
euro.
minus
Clean and
825K.
easy.
US
Gold,
average
clean
closing
and
hours
easy.
34 spot 3, 34 spot 3,
Larry, very nice. Bonds. So bonds. This was a breakout for all,
0 spot 3,
everybody.
0 spot
A
4%,
breakout
final
for all.
forecast 0 spot 3%. US
You could
manufacturing
see it
payrolls
when
prior
gold
date
does a
5 K,
clean move
final
like
forecast
that,
minus 7K. US
accompanied by
dollar
a
closing
clean move by the
expectations
euro
0 spot
like
5%,
that.
16
Now
spot
people are
5%,
starting to
5 spot
report
1
in.
plus,
Larry
2 spot 1
reported in
plus.
with bonds, a perfect move.
Seeing some upwards movement in the dollar off the back of the non-farm payroll report
Who else? Let's
and
get
the
the rest
ECB
of
data.
you reporting in. I'm not trading anything else at the moment.
US Treasury yields jumped after stronger than expected payrolls
Roz,
report. Yield on 10-year Treasury note last up 4
now
basis
I don't
points
like the
at 4.12%.
MNQ, so I don't. That's the one instrument I hate on news most of the time. I don't. I try to
Payrolls
avoid the
prior revised minus
MNQ.
13 spot
I
3%
just
compared to
don't like the
25 August
whips.
1st.
I don't like the whips. What about the ES?
Excuse me.
Who
Canadian
traded the
private payrolls
ES?
prior revised
Nitin, you said you
60K,
were doing the ES and the
NFP prior
RTUI.
67K.
How did that go? Now my ninja froze for a second also. Um, Francis, you could see it. You could see it. Okay, let's take a look. Here's the ES. So look, on a 1 minute
US
chart,
non-farm payrolls
it looks
January
pretty clear
20th,
the ES had a great move to the
34%.
upside. The NQ
S&P 500 futures rises to a session high after
Now,
payroll
the
data.
NQ, you
Nasdaq
could
100
see
futures extended
a wick down at the bottom of the candle, which leads me to believe that there was a downward move first. And that was not tiny. That was 51 ticks. But it should have protected. You should have used minimum 80 tick bracket on an NQ or an MNQ. Probably 100 would have been the appropriate bracket for NQ, MNQ, in my opinion.
Germany 10-year bond yield up after US data. Last up 1.5 basis points at 2.82%.
RTY had a little bit of a move. RTY had a nice, good, solid move. This was a breakout for all, everybody. Clearly a breakout for all. MNQ. MNQ. Now, again, it looks like you had a downward move first is possible because of the wick, and I'm not positive without doing deeper research. 65 possible tick down on the MNQ before it went up.
Nasdaq 100 futures climbed
Okay, so it
0.6%
was
to close above
100 ticks.
0.5%.
Good to know, Chantal. Good to know that the MNQ went down 100 ticks first. So that's a problem. You know, I would have used about 100 bracket tops, 80 to 100 on MNQ, most probably 80 to be honest. But I don't trade the MNQ on this report unless I'm desperate, unless I'm absolutely desperate. I just don't like it. I don't mind the ES on this report. I don't mind ES.
S&P 500 futures climbed 0.4%, also a session high.
So, you know, I hesitate because of the MNQ. I don't say a breakout for all because the MNQ, yes, it broke out, but it did have a move in the opposite direction first. Chantal, does anything else show up for you that had a big move down before it went up or opposite? The euro was looked like a straight shot. We had a pretty small bracket on the euro, and it was just a great, great trade. Great trade.
Stock 600 erases losses and hits a new record high after US non-farm payrolls data. Last up 0.3%.
All right, so a good jobs report if you believe the numbers. That's really the big question, if you believe the numbers.
Prior revised 0.1% compared to the original prior of 0.3%.
And once again, for us, we don't care. We want a good move. That's what we want. We want a good move. Gold. Langford's telling me that gold moved 600 ticks. 600 ticks. So one contract. One contract. We made 65 ticks. We could have made 600 ticks. That's unbelievable, right? That's a little bit big. That's a little bit big. Is it really 600? Let's take a look. Gold on the trade candle.
Excuse me, so BLS says January winter weather had no discernible effect on jobs data.
I'm showing 690. 690 ticks on gold. That's incredible. That's incredible. That's quite the move. Quite the move. Francis, very nice trade on the euro. Very nice trade on the euro. That we've traded the euro before on this report. It has had periods of good movement. When you get a move like today, um, how can you complain? I mean, it's just almost everything moves. And I know that people hate gold because when you get burned on gold, it really can hurt. But we got a whipsaw last trade, so I like taking that extra risk with gold after a whipsaw. It's sort of like Apple. When Apple earnings stop us out, the next one is usually really good because they don't often stop out. Gold doesn't do a lot of, gold might do two whips in a row. It could do two. It's possible. It's possible. What's fascinating about gold is on this report, the report has to be seen as very positive. The jobs were double what they were expecting. So it's very, very positive news. Gold moved the way it normally would move in the old days on positive news. It went down. Gold was positive over $70 before the report, and it dropped almost to flat. It moved 70, it dropped pretty much to flat, and now it's back more than 50% of that. So, absolutely, I'm sorry I didn't take a reversal, but on a trade when you make a giant profit and everybody's checking in, it's difficult to take another trade. I want to look at a quick magnet strategy. I just want to look at something. Very interesting. Now, you can't get a long signal when momentum is going down. We will not get long signals if momentum bars are down. So I'm just fascinated where our signal came. It was very interesting. All right, so look, everyone, I'm not, not trading oil, not trading that oil report. So I wasn't planning on being back until 9. Give me a second, folks. I want to thank everybody on YouTube. So we did a quick jobs report stream on YouTube. That was a pretty awesome trade, everybody. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you know the next time we stream. And I am going to close out our YouTube stream. So thank you very much, everyone.